Praise God, happy family. Yeah, my name is David Tikva. Welcome all to my YouTube channel. So here we get to learn, interact, and most importantly, discover the purpose that God created us to fulfill here on the universe. So Leo, I have this amazing conversation. Yes, and I want us to brainstorm together. And I want to start by asking you, are you that kind of a person mwenye anakuanga the family, burden carrier, or let me term him or her a deliverer? That kind of a person mwenye anadisana a lot of so many things in a family, anajipata ako front of so many things revolving around your family. And let me try to make a similarity with Joseph, that kind of a person mwenye God hata amekutumia in several instances, to discern some hiccups in a family na ukachipin na ukaona things working out, and I'm simply sharing this because I'm that kind of a person, and I'm speaking, in a position whereby I can easily relate because I've seen myself, and I'm not in a position to boast around because it's a very sensitive, responsibility, a position, and God akosangi one person in a family mwenye anamchukuanga and I'm placed in a different hierarchy or position and anamtumia in some several, cases in a family. Yeah, that is the kind of person I'm talking about today. And see about the firstborn or the lastborn. At times we have the society, but we still have the other level of God, and that is the level that I'm talking about, because at times unapatanga kuna kuangana that kind, even a conflict in a family whereby you feel just because you are the firstborn na kuna mtu mwingine chini yako mwenye like voice yake inasikika, kona favor, ana fight some battles more than another, more than other people, the family members in a family, and unakuanga a lot of fight because one, it's a spiritual battle, another one is the physical one. You feel like, hey, huyu anajipendekeza, huyu ndio, like all the decisions come from him or her in the family. So that is the kind of a person that I'm dressing today, and I just want us to brainstorm because I just want to reflect and see yourself in this position. One, it's one of a very good position. Definitely it's a good position because God has favored you, has chosen you. But on the other hand, it's a very sensitive position because unakutanga most of the time you have to fight a lot of so many battles, and I want to give life experience with me. Unajipatanga, like for me, I didn't get my family wakiwa so stout or deep to a point like they would go even fasting or those kinds of, spirituals, relationships and seeking God that much deep, but I found myself, God ameni pushed to a point I had to go, unaona. And most of the time unapatanga these people, they try a lot of so many stuffs because by the end of the day what they're looking, they wanakuanga visionate on how to save, how to rescue, how to come through for the family. Ndo wataona kuna kitu si okay in the family and want to carry them, and most of the time unapata you sacrifice so much that unajisahau because your desire and your goal, it's you don't want to see your family in this shame, and most of the time you can unaweza kuwa na misunderstanding with the other people because they see you like a thread, unataka kupanda more, you are working more harder, but all like your intention and the push at times hata si self push, inakuanga like from God unapata anakupush, anataka you go to another level because he want to use you to save and rescue your family. At times unapata kuna mwenye atapushiwa so deep into the ministry, so unapata umse lazima okoke, lazima ishi faithfully with God, lazima commit to God, because when the devil comes to hit the family, when ndio unakuanga like a watchman of that family, you are the gatekeeper of that family, you pray, you commit, so when the devil anahit a lot those people hard. And I don't know whether mwaisikia even to some families members, they are saying this like, when so and so alipass in that family, hiyo family iliisha. When so and so, you know, ali crash even financially on some levels kwa life, hiyo familia iliisha. So those are the kind of people that I'm talking about today. Yeah, and I want to share with you, or we look the story of Joseph because it relates so well. You know, Joseph was the deliverer. We have also David. He was in that position. But let me try to go with Joseph first so that we can understand. Joseph, you know, had coat of many colors, and when I mean coat of many colors, simply means, you know, understand in so many positions, you know, the court of being in prison, the court of in Potiphar's house, the court of akiwa now, you know, serving as a ruler, you know, that court. That is what we are simply meaning as position. And unapatanga the family deliverers, most of the time they have this coat of many colors. You know, they will stand in spiritual position, they will stand in, you know, financial positions, they will stand in advice and counsel positions. You know, they have a lot of so many. Hata unakuta even the family members, before they do anything, they want to consult you. They want to ask you, I was planning to do this and this, is it possible, is it okay if I can do? And every time you give your counsel, unajipatanga like imeenda through successfully, and whatever that whoever was intending to do imework. So he had coat of many colors, and we see his battles, and you know, his visionate. Tunapatanga these people are very visionate. These are the kind of people they'll say like, when I grow up, I don't want to see my family living in this home. I want to change this. I want to take them to another level. I want to see my brothers who are wamesoma vizuri. You know, we are talking about this family deliverance, you know, deliverance only in the family. So he tells the visions of the family and tells them, you know, I want to be a big person in one day, and I want to change the story of my family. But hao walikuwa wanaona as a threat, you know. And it's so funny because at times when you stand in that position, the first you know, the first obstacle that comes and hits you, it's rejection. So unapatanga the family members, you know, they'll reject you. They'll feel like unajipendekeza. So what they do, it's they put, so unakuta kuna inner circle of the family, even the parents, they are those people, there are those inner circles discussions they will have with other family members. You excluded because most of the time it starts pale chini, like nobody even predicts that you can amount to anything. You know, you are that kind of a person most of the time. Unapata maybe at a school you are not doing good when it comes even to like hustle yako ya kwanza, it will like ni ile humble beginning, you know. But now as you progress, as you grow, as you walk along the fulfillment of purpose, that's when now you start manifesting, and they're like, wow, the rejected, you know, the rejected stone, that is the stone the builder come to sort out to build the house. So, and exactly with Jesus, you know, Jesus came as a deliverer to come and save us, but we rejected him. So rejection comes for the inner circle, for the people around you. They'll reject you, they'll try to fight you back, they'll try to show you that you can't amount of anything. That is exactly what I'm saying. So the first thing you pass through, it's rejection. You know, and at times, you know, let me say this, as you break these limits, you know, Joseph had to break a lot of so many limits. You know, he had to serve the jail. You know, it wasn't easy. You know, at times when you feel like going to jail, like for some years, it's sio kitu rahisi. At times you will go even from some spiritual battles and some deserts and wilderness in your life and some sicknesses as you break the limits. Because what I usually say is the devil and a spot the watchman, and I'm hit. You know, when the devil hit the shepherd, the goats will scatter. That family haitasimama. So anyway, so as you stand in that position, that's why I simply said it's a risky position, though it has some advantages on it. So let's progress. After the story progress, we read the Bible, the story of Joseph, and we find now I may have kutoka kwa prison. Now this is where a lot of so many people fail, A lot of so many people crash, yeah, me being one of them, and it's something that I appreciate God, because it's a learning moment. Because as I come to share this, you can't share something that you've not resolved within you. Yeah, so this is what I'm simply sharing to you today, because it's something that I've resolved and I've worked on it. So when now the time comes for the manifestations of his purpose to save the entire family from the drought, the first thing that Joseph had to deal with, it was to let the bitterness of all the things spoken upon him, done upon him, he had to let it go. And this is where a lot of so many people fail, because most of the time we feel like just because God has elevated you, you want to forget about your family, you want to forget about those people who came to fight, and and you just want to be in that position. You tell them, nyinyi mulinichukia, mulinipiga, now it's my time to win, it's my time to shine, it's my time to celebrate all the pain I've been through. But remember very well, the primary purpose of Joseph, they were to preserve the family, the destiny of the entire family, for the story to progress on. So if you understand that, the first thing you'll have to do is let pain go, forgive, and if you understand that as Joseph, bring them back, and you understand your primary purpose, and you understand that it all happened for the goodness of God, then everything shall be well. Kuna wase walihatiwa, they were family positions, destiny yani connected to go to the next level of their family, but simply because walikuwa hurted maybe by the firstborn, unajipendekeza, you want to get the land or anything, so they walikuwa hurted. And there's so many people who have run even out of their countries, they are abroad, they don't go home just because they felt like they were hurted. They don't want to come back and, connect their family members in our idea. So please, today, as you get to listen to this, and I hope there's something that you've learned between the lines, and I hope we'll kwa your stage, working to bring best of your family. Keep on doing. There's always reward. You'll be like that tree planted along the river, and you will always blossoms and have fruits in and out of season. So don't give up being there for your family. So keep on doing. Na wewe God amekufikisha kwa jail, don't compromise. That hardship sessions that you are going through, and you're like, God, I went through this because of my family. And I know some seasons comes in the marriages, unajipata like your marriage is not working because umekelea familia yako kwa mabega. Yeah, tell God to give you grace, understanding, and wisdom to carry on in that desert, and it's that prison. But when you break, and when you persevere, when you are disciplined in that session, and you walk through it all, God will come through. There are those seasons unajicommit to your family, to just see them that umewafikisha to some levels, and you're like, you've wasted a role of so many years, you've lost so much more than you have gained. I don't know whether you have ever been in that state, but kitu ninajua ni God wana reward. God paid back Joseph all the time lost and everything, and they came and bow, and they kind even felt good, like kumwona akiwa huko juu. So now to this kind of a person, when God am blessed, you've turned things around in your life, and you're in a good position, please forgive. Just tell God, thank you, you made me go through this all because you had a great purpose for my entire family and for me, and I worship you and glorify your name for these blessings. Now God, I pray that I gonna be a blessing to my family. I want to be Moses. I want to take my family from the wilderness. I want to take them to the promised land. I want to be David. Don't say like I was thrown to go to the grazing land, nobody cares for me, I was left all alone. Remember when David, alikuwa amepelekea the brothers the food, God will definitely place a table for you to glorify you and assure and affirm you that whatever that you have been committing and sacrificing for your family, He has a great purpose and plan for you, because He is the God who called and ordained you and placed you in this position. So I hope you've learned something, and I hope if you're that kind of a person who may call upon God as a family deliverer, as a family destiny helper, as that kind of a person mwenye God amesema like undo atatoa block my family, please take that position, embrace it, because I'm 100% sure in a jeep, and I've just told you these revelations. You are like that tree planted, you know, in and out of seasons. They may curse you, but one day they're gonna come and turn these curses into blessings, and just say that, God, thank you for this person, because he or she has been part and parcel of our breakthrough in our lives. So God bless you so much. For now, please don't forget to subscribe on this channel, and God bless you so much.